Alright, so we're going to try to throw Aquila a few. It's kind of an experiment. I want to see what she's going to do. Aquila! Oh my god! See, that's why I wanted to see what's going to happen. Dude, she came running. Oh my god. Aquila! Look at her!
She's crazy.
She's terrifying. Let me grab more.
Look at this little beastie. Oh my gosh. That was unbelievable.
Oh man, is she fast, huh? Okay, you ready? I'm gonna drop another one.
Yeah, go ahead. Dude.
Did that one even hit the ground?
She's so fast.
Gila. Tequila. Oh, how gentle she is now. So she like very clearly knows the difference of when we are doing training and to be calm and to be slow. And then when she thinks there's opportunity, you drop a piece like that, lightning fast. All right, so we have our little baby gator tadpole with no tail here, and then we have our new spectacled caiman. And so the caiman or spectacled caiman are an invasive species in South Florida. We might go with the name Damon the caiman or Damien the caiman. Gabby, no.
Damon the caiman.
Now, our little caiman has a little nubby arm right there. You can see on that side. So that actually, if I were to venture a guess, and it is totally a guess, I have no idea, but I would guess that is from another caiman. So spectacled caiman are much more territorial with each other than alligators are with each other. Of course, they both will fight with each other, you know, and we talk about that a lot, but the caiman are extra gnarly with each other. So no, they will not be friends. We cannot put tadpole and the caiman together. They will be separated. But yeah, the caiman can be super nasty with one another, much more territorial. Now, spectacled caiman are a smaller species of crocodilian. I think I've caught the biggest one in Florida. It was 7'6", so I think that was the biggest one in Florida caught so far. They do get bigger than that in their native range in Central and South America. There are records of them up at like 8 feet, but they don't get anywhere near the size of like Big Mac back there, you know, of this species. Now, people always say caiman are smaller. Depends what kind. There are also black caiman, which I've caught in Bolivia and Peru. Black caiman get huge. You know, they can get over 12 feet long. But generally, when we talk about caiman, there are the spectacled caiman, which are very, very common in the pet trade. There's also dwarf caiman, even smaller than these. Those are the ones that you typically see, unfortunately, in the pet trade. And that's how we have these guys in South Florida in the first place, is through the pet trade. You know, alligators used to be available in pet stores in Florida, and people would just buy them. Obviously, they don't make good pets. None of them make good pets. But once alligators were protected and they stopped selling them in pet stores in Florida, they started to import spectacled caiman to replace that market. And then we had a bunch of these guys in the pet store. People would buy this animal. Obviously, no crocodilian makes a good pet. So especially little caiman, they are very gnarly little things. They will tear you up. People get bit, and then they would dump them in the Everglades. And the alligators do beat them up though. You know, the caiman population never took off to prolific levels like pythons or anything like that. They're not like a really bad invasive like pythons because they don't get nearly as big. So a larger alligator will beat up on the caiman. But they do persist down there, and they have since like the 50s. It's pretty crazy how long caiman have been in Florida. I've caught many of them down in South Florida. The biggest one, I think I just said this, but the biggest one being like over 7 feet, so they do get pretty big. But usually when I would see them, they're about 3 to 4 feet is kind of the more average size class that you'll see when you're down there. But the University of Florida actually did a pretty focused extermination project on getting rid of them because they are an invasive species. So caiman are not nearly as commonly found in South Florida as they once were. Like 15 years ago when I was down there, I'd see big ones pretty often if I went looking for them. Now it's actually kind of hard to find them. So when I found this caiman, since I had my permits, I was able to take this caiman home, and I decided to take it home because it will be killed. Like I was just saying, they are exterminated as an invasive species down there. So, you know, we decided to take this one into the sanctuary because eventually it would be caught and killed down there by, you know, one of the research teams or something like that as an invasive species. Now, on that note, though, we are not allowed to just go randomly catch alligators. I can go randomly catch caiman because it's not native. But for the alligators, we're not allowed to do that, and we're only allowed to have our alligators as nuisance gators. So that has to be made very, very clear. We can't just show up and be like, oh, there's a gator, I'm going to take it home. It doesn't work like that.
But if you have a caiman.
But if I find one of these guys, I can, you know, since they are not native. So yeah, that's kind of just the way the laws in the system work. Some of the cool differences. Did we talk about the eye thing?
I don't know if you've even introduced him on YouTube yet, have you?
Okay, well, we'll just do it anyways. So some of the differences when you look at them, the caiman is definitely more brown than the alligator. You'll see on top of the eye that little tiny little knob sticking up off the top. And then you'll also see between the eyes, there's a ridge, and that's where they get the term spectacle caiman. It looks like he's wearing a pair of spectacles. Oh, you're okay, Tadpole. Oh, it's okay, Tadpole. And so those are some of the big differences. The caiman definitely looks more like a crocodile, and with the teeth and the jawline and whatnot. And then another difference that you can't really see, but you do on a skeleton, is so on their backs, the osteoderms, remember we talk about this a lot, these are solid bone down the back, so those are the osteoderms. It's okay, Tadpole. So solid bone plates down the back. Now on the baby, they're very small, and a big one, they're very strong and tough. And now on the ventral side, on the belly, you can't see it, but on a caiman, those are actually ossified as well. So its ventral scutes have bone in them as well. The alligator does not.
Actually, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay,
Where, here?
Yep. So they have bone in those scales too.
Really?
Now this is very significant in their conservation and ecology, because what that means is they were not used for the leather trade. So the leather trade, the skin from the belly of alligators and crocodiles, has led to the critical endangerment of most species of crocodilians. But spectacle caiman were omitted from this because of that ossification of the ventral scales. So that really protected them from that leather trade and allowed them to not have the same level of persecution as alligators or black caiman. Black caiman, close related, another kind of caiman, they don't have that, and so they are still endangered and heavily caught for their leather skin. All right, so we have our little caiman and little alligator, and we're gonna put their tubs side by side over here. Be nice and cute. So we gotta get some logs so the caiman can get out and actually bask. You can see Tadpole's got the log set up in there to be able to get out and bask. So let me go ahead and put the little caiman in. Oh, so cute.
We're also going to get more plants today.
Oh, look at the little nub.
He's so cute. Look at him.
Here's the prairie dogs. Nobody likes the pumpkin. I'm so surprised. I thought they'd be all over that. Excited about the corn, though. Also added in some new sand in here, too. I'm sure Cheeky was happy to distribute it. Oh, hi, Poppy. Oh, ho, ho. Look at Poppy. That cuddle takedown. Oh, Poppy. Paralyzed by cheek scratches. Oh, ho, ho. This is Harvey. And Coco. Poppy says no petting. Only for Poppy. And Cheeky back there. Oh, Cheeky's running away. So we're feeding Rex the panther chameleon. But this is his bad eye. I'm trying to get him to kind of turn, so maybe we can... Oh, nope, nope, come on, come this way. Oh, come on, you're so close. Oh, come on, buddy. Let me get you to turn around and face me. There you go. So he's looking with his good eye. Come on. There you go. He's also shedding a little bit up on top of his head. So if you haven't seen him before, Rex is our rescue panther chameleon. He's like 9 years old, which is pretty darn old for a panther chameleon. You look it up online, it says they usually live about 7 years. So he's an old man, and he has chronic eye issues. You can see that bad eye. It's just all messed up, doesn't really work. We've done a couple different vet visits for him on that, and then basically said there's nothing you can really do about it. Comes one of the chickens trying to steal the worms. That one brown chicken is always the one. Always trying to jump in the golf cart and steal the food. There you go. There you go, buddy. So because of, he's basically blind. Well, let me back up for a second. He does have the one eye that does work well, but for proper depth perception, you need stereoscopic vision, so 2 eyes to have proper depth perception. So that's why he can't really do much. Even though he can see with the one eye, he just can't really shoot his tongue like he's supposed to because of that. So for that reason, we have to hand feed him and take care of him by hand for basically everything. There you go, buddy. So Zazu's trying to take a bath off of the water that's on the leaves of his plant. Looks like I'm gonna have to put some more bucketfuls of sand in here too. What are you doing? What are you doing? You being crazy? You being crazy? Petrie's over here kind of doing the same thing. All right, piggies. Sit, Julie. Sit. Well, you got some. There you go. You guys being crazy. Sit. Sit, Daisy. There you go. You sit, Petunia. Oh, you gotta sit. You gotta sit and wait your turn. There you go. Oh, you made a mess, Julie. Why you take so long to chew, Petunia? Look at this big pig. Look at this big pig, Julie. You sit, Daisy. Oh, go girl, Daisy. Oh, there's go girl, Daisy. Petunia. Petunia. Oh, Petunia. No, you're still chewing? Julie doesn't chew. Just swallows, inhales. Petunia's got to chew every bite 32 times. Hi, Kit Kat. You are not one of the pigs, Kit Kat. That's not for you. Whoa. Not for you, Nilla. Here's our little piggies. So we got Amy and Molly and Puddles and Wilbur on the end in his little spot. Oh, Wilbur. What are you doing? What are you doing, Wilbur? I like Molly's spots. See, Amy's the biggest one, and she's got a much longer snout. And Wilbur is the smallest one. He's got a short little face. And Molly's got the spots. And then Puddles has got this dark mark on the bottom of the face. Time to feed the coatis. So they're getting freeze-dried raw chicken patty, sweet potato, melon, almonds, cashews, grapes, blueberries, peaches, banana, baby food, all kinds of stuff. Here the Patagonian Mara. This is Topanga. Timothy in the back. So they've got lots of good stuff. They got some pumpkin. So we actually bought a whole pumpkin and chopped it up. And so you're going to see lots of pumpkin in today's diets for everybody it's suitable for. But they got pumpkin and carrot, collard greens, lettuce, these cute little flower heart treats. Oh, do you want that? Do you want this? You want this? Oh, yes. Oh, boy. And they've got their regular pellets, which is what Topanga's eating now. They got some fresh radishes, but usually all the beautiful, bright, fresh food always takes a backseat to the pellets. You guys are spoiled. This crazy fox and these two idiots, they just yell in each other's faces. I just went ahead and gave them their bowls today. We're not going to do hand feeding. They're all doing really good. I think that the, can't really see Hazel behind the log, but yeah, I think that the hand feeding training really helps to get them to calm down a little bit, and then on the days where I want to skip it, they get along way better than they used to. It's definitely had a good effect on their behavior. Here's little dude, the African crested porcupine. What's he got? Oh, he's got a banana. He's got pumpkin too. I was curious to see if he'd go for the pumpkin, but went for that banana first. All those quills. Very sensitive. So here's a quill that he already shed, and if I touch him, see him? Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Just barely touching him. These big, longer ones right here, it's more sensory. You know, also helps make his appearance look a lot more intimidating, but they're not very sharp. Those are the deadly ones in there, those big, thick death quills he's got. Don't want to get hit with that. All right, so this is the new setup for Aviary 1. So in Jelly Bean's old spot, this is Suki the golden conure. And then where Petrie was, we now have Bluebird, who is a blue-headed Pionus. Hi, Blue. And then where Zazu was is now Cosmo. Hi, Cosmo. Who is an Eclectus parrot. And then over here is Azula, who's been over here. Oh, good girl, Azula. So she's a blue-fronted Amazon. And then Olaf, where he usually is, he's an umbrella cockatoo. Cupid back there, who's a Goffin's cockatoo. And then we have Chloe, who is a Solomon's or Dewcorp's cockatoo. Yeah. So that's the new setup on Aviary 1. And then we'll go over to the second aviary. Here's Jelly Bean in his new area. So looking good. There's food bowl. There he is. Over here. Here's your food. Oh, good boy. Good boy. So he seems pretty happy in his new spot. Lots of space to fly and to hop. You see all the plants we have down there. So lots of native plant landscaping. Well, banana's not native, but the other stuff is. So native plant landscaping that is non-toxic. You like your new spot?
I have the water running in Dino, so you probably hear the well.
Yep. Next door neighbors to Jelly Bean is now Rocky. Rocky's like, what is that thing? Oh, Rocky. Hi, Rocky. Oh, you doing your happy dance? So Rocky is a Senegal parrot. And you may have seen him. He used to be in the other aviary, and then we moved him onto the porch for a bit, and now he's back out in the new aviary. Oh, Rocky. Hi, buddy. Good boy, Rocky. Here's Petrie in his new area. Well, can't really see it from this side, but he's got some nice plants in there too, and so does Zazu. Hi, Zazu. Oh, now you guys can be friends. I just gave fresh food and water for the small parrots, so all the cockatiels and budgies. This little budgie's got a lot to say. He's just going off. And I got these two little ones. How we doing, guys? That's Candy and Tango. So she always wants to go in my mouth. Like, why? Why? What are you doing? Are you a dentist? What are you doing? Ooh, there he goes. There you go, big guy. He looks very happy. Here you go. Another one. Oof. Oh boy. So he is here, the crocodile monitor, chowing down on some rat. Oh, Jad, are you sunbathing? Yeah, you sleeping in the sun? Oh. You taking a little nap in the sun? So Dino's sitting out basking. Look at that. That's amazing. So we'll go see. We have some shrimp. We're just feeding Tadpole a little bit. So I'm gonna see if he wants any. If he shows any sign that he's offended by our presence, we'll just leave. But it's worth kind of checking. Hey, buddy.
You want some food?
Dino. Dino. Look. Dino. Nope, that's Leaf. Let's let him be. He's just backing up. We don't want to bother him.
Look at him. He's huge.
Hopefully he'll taste that shrimp in his mouth.
He kind of trusts us, you know, like
Yeah.
he's not fully running away. Oh, he's closing. Maybe he'll eat it. Not good enough? Okay, we'll leave.
They generally feel more comfortable in the water. That's why we would start feeding in the water. All that stuff is in the water. On land, they know they have a disadvantage, and so they are much more defensive and easily afraid on land. So that's why I was like, oh, we'll just leave him as soon as he shows that he is not happy about us being there. Here's Aquila out basking. She looks very happy in the sun. So Gabby and I are out in the Ocala National Forest now. So
it was the week from hell.
it's been a very long, very difficult week. So
I thought I was going to die 3 out of 4 days this week.
So we decided to come out and look around a little bit. We actually just found a pygmy rattlesnake a couple of minutes ago, but it was right in front of, let's call them some real country folk. And the guy was immediately like, oh, what y'all doing? I'm like, oh, no, there's a rattlesnake. He's like, oh, did you kill it? I'm like, no, it's supposed to be here, not us. And just got back in the truck.
So frustrating.
He was not happy with my answer. I don't understand people that want to come out to the middle of the forest and then kill the animals that make the forest the forest. Like, I've never understood that as, like, country, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, we're real country. When we go out in the woods, anything that makes the woods, let's shoot it. It's like, I don't get it. Like, you're not a country person. You're clearly a city person if you want to kill all the snakes because you're scared. You shouldn't be here. It
we're
makes
literally
me
in
angry.
the freaking forest. Like, and the snake was just in the road.
I know.
It's like the forest.
It just makes me so mad. It's like that mentality of like, oh yeah, we go out to where they live, and how dare that snake be where it's supposed to be in the protected area? Let's shoot it. Like, you're a city person. Go back. Like, yeah, that's not the right attitude.
Hey, I was a city person. I'm not ignorant.
Oh, and I'm just talking about like how people like to generalize like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm a country boy. Every time I see a rattlesnake, I shoot it. Well, really? Because it sounds like you're a city boy who can't handle being actually out in the forest.
Look how pretty this is.
It's so pretty.
I can't believe, like, we haven't seen anything except that one snake and it was right in front of them. Like, why? Like, why?
It's very frustrating.
But if we weren't there, maybe they would have killed it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we probably just saved that snake.
It was a big pygmy, too.
Big pygmy.
That's a, what is it, oxymoron.
The big pygmy. It was a big me.
I think the guy that wanted to kill a snake was an oxymoron.
Alright, so saw an animal crossing the road up ahead. It is a dog that someone dumped out here. It's very, very skinny. So I'm trying to give him some popcorn. That's all I had in the car. You want some popcorn? You want some popcorn, baby?
No, don't leave, don't leave, don't
Look,
leave.
look, look. Look. Look at all that popcorn. That's for you.
Are you okay? Can you come here? It's okay. I'm afraid he's gonna run away.
What?
I'm afraid he's just gonna run back into the bush.
I know he's not letting us get close enough to catch him. I don't know what we can do.
I don't think we can do anything. Come here, pups. Maybe we can just back up and see if he'll...
Yeah, back up, people. Eat the food.
You want some popcorn? That's all we have.
Alright, so Gabby was trying to get this on him, and he just keeps on running away from us. There's not really anything we can do. We tried feeding him, tried talking to him, tried getting a rope around him, and it's just not working. This is just sad. It's like, just, I wish we could do something. I don't know. We don't have, I don't know what else we could do. It just sucks.
Even if we had a catch pole, he's in the palm fronds and it keeps getting stuck. This isn't even a proper leash. It's a, what is this?
Yeah, it's for tying down stuff. But
So we can take a pin and we can try to come back tomorrow, but guys, it's Putnam County, Florida. There is no rescues here. The dog that I rescued off the side of the road that was friendly.
we're doing surgery tomorrow in Gaston. We're not, there's no way we're gonna be able to make it back out here.
I just wish we had.
I know. He's just covered in ticks and just skin and bones, and somebody dumped him out here.
And he's terrified.
He's terrified.
Pup! Come here, pup. Come here, puppy. Come here, pup. He's like all the way back there. There's no way I can get to him. Hi, can you come here? Can you come here? Come here. Come here, pup.
He seemed to be a little more afraid of me, so Gabby's trying to get closer.
Come on, pup. I have no tools or proper footwear or literally anything. It's okay.
Okay, so we drove away and then put some food down, drove away, and then when we circled back, he came out, and now he's like actually coming over way closer.
You want to come up here?
So we're trying to figure out what we can do. If we can get him in the back of the truck, maybe.
What do you think, baby?
He is so skinny. Okay, we managed to get the tie strap around him. Now what?
I don't know. I don't know. It is now 8 o'clock at night. We're still trying. This was supposed to be a relaxing night, just me and Chris, because the last week has been crazy. But of course, that could never happen with us. There's always some kind of animal that needs help, and there's literally no one else that's going to do it.
This is what we get for trying to go out and just having a nice, relaxing time.
Good boy.
Okay, so we got him in the back of the truck. I've got a tie down going that way and a tie down going that way. We're improvising with what we have. It is not perfect. It is not the right way to do this. It's what we have. We're just trying to save this poor guy's life. So hopefully this works. Go nice and slow. All right, so we did manage to get him all the way home. So he's doing okay. He even stiffed my hand, was wagging his tail a little bit. So now we're gonna try to give him some real food.
Good boy. We're gonna give you some
What is this?
medicine. It's Frontline Plus. I asked about if it's safe. It just goes on the back of his neck. What's that?
Get him to look.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna be food aggressive.
Oh,
Well, how about we put that down?
just let him eat?
Yep. Put it down. Let him eat and see.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
Good boy. And just put that on his neck. Yep. Just like that.
Tail long now.
Yeah, he does.
Should I put it on his back?
No, it's just on his neck. I mean, whatever. But it's just a basic one. That's gonna kill all the ticks.
Oh, it's a good boy.
Do you have a light? We need a proper leash. This ratchet strap's not working. Oh, he ate all that food.
All right, so we have him inside of our little temporary holding enclosure. Thankfully, there's nothing in here, so he is starving. The poor thing.
Well, he had 3 things of wet food and probably half a cup of kibble.
And then tomorrow, Kushner's coming for surgery for Gaston, so he's going to be able to check out the dog for us too.
I feel so bad. I want to give him more, but you know, with like a starving animal, you're not supposed to feed them too much.
He's already doing 100 times better than he was a couple hours ago. There you go, Jet. So he's got his ground rabbit, some freeze-dried raw turkey, some sweet potatoes, some snap peas. Some super worms. Here you go, Sammy. Oh, hi, Chunk Skunk. Hi, Chunk Skunk. Look, you got some super worms in there. And some banana, some sweet potato. You gotta sniff everything. That's definitely not what I thought you were gonna go for.